Is it normal to read a few pages of a book and then suddenly realize that you have no idea what's going on in the plot because you have been reading the words but not internalizing their meaning? I always end up reading the same thing over and over. 1. Lol, I get this all the time. Usually that's my cue to turn my brain off and stare at nothing for 5 minutes. 2. I have ADHD and have struggled with this my whole life. If it's a fiction book that I am into, it does not happen as much, but any required reading in school or textbooks were basically Sisyphean tasks for me. 3. This is why I can do audiobooks. I'll listen for about a half hour before I realize I haven't heard a word. At least with books, I can flip back and look through pages. Edit, I am going to try speeding up the audiobooks and see if that helps. I really think that might be why my brain loses interest. 4. Yes, I find it frustrating when I am wanting to read and my brain is just skipping all over the place. If I keep doing it, I start to read out loud and that seems to focus my concentration. 5. In addition to ADHD or boredom, this can be caused by skipping over unknown words. Research has shown that this can derail the brain and cause you to end up reading the same thing over and over. Once I vowed to look up words I didn't know, this problem pretty much went away for me. 6. It's like watching a TV show, but your mind is elsewhere. You hear the words but do not know the plot. 7. Try blocking out the page with a piece of paper, so you're only able to focus on the line you're reading. 8. This is why I never read. Whenever I try, I have to read the page like 10 times before I can actually retain any sort of information that was on the page, and it happens literally every single time I pick up a book. 9. I've had this with textbooks before, particularly with the organic chemistry field. Generally, how I get out of doing that is I consciously try to picture what is being said in my mind while actively reading. Oh, object A forms a bond with object B? I am imagining an image where it is connected to B. It slows my reading speed, but I tend to understand what I am reading afterwards. And that's normal. Usually that means you are bored, and maybe you should pick a different book. Edicus Weil cannot seem to understand what I am saying. I said maybe it's time to pick a different book. Maybe, not if your attention strays even once, toss the book and pick another. I have ADHD, my attention span sucks, but I can still focus on a good book because it's a good book and I am interested in the story. But if my attention is wandering every few paragraphs and I cannot retain any of the information I've read, clearly I am bored. Clearly the story is not interesting enough for me. Clearly it's time to consider ditching that book.